Usain Bolt is the fastest man alive. Let's say he can run 10 meters per second and a snail can run a tenth of a meter per second. So Usain Bolt and the snail are in a 100-meter race. It's not very fair. Usain Bolt would completely destroy the snail. So let's say that the snail is given a 50-meter head start. Once the snail reaches the 50-meter mark, Usain Bolt can begin running. When he does get to the 50-meter mark, the snail has advanced a 20th of a meter. He has advanced 5 centimeters. So Usain Bolt naturally must cover those 5 centimeters before he can begin catching up with the snail, but the snail has then advanced a 20th of those 5 centimeters. Usain Bolt must catch up with that, but then the snail is again a 20th of a 20th of 5 centimeters ahead. And this will go on forever, and the snail will win the race. So what I've just said there doesn't have any inherent logical fallacies. Everything by the word makes sense. But it's not true though. Usain Bolt would clearly win a race against the snail, even if the snail was provided with a half of the race head start. What I've done here is I've twisted language itself and logic to try and make a fallacy. So I bet you're wondering, what does any of this have to do with the ontological argument? Well, in order to answer that, I'm going to tell you what the ontological argument is before I can answer it. So point number 1. By definition, God is a being than which no greater can be conceived. Point number 2. If a being exists in reality, it is a being that is better, that exists in the mind. Point number 3. If God exists in the mind as an idea, but not as a being in reality, we can conceive of something greater than a God. Point number 4. We cannot think of something greater than a God, by definition. Point number 5. If God exists in the mind as an idea, he exists in reality. Point number 6. God does exist in the mind as an idea. Point number 7. Therefore, God exists in reality. So my main issue with this argument is not that people generally apply it to the God of the Western world of theism, Yahweh as he's called. It's that people apply this argument at all. It's not an argument, it's a thought experiment. Just like that example I gave you earlier with Usain Bolt and the snail. Neither of these examples have any logical fallacies, yet they're not necessarily true. It's just a play on the definitions, language, and logic that we have created. Normally, existential claims don't follow from conventional claims. If I want to prove that unicorns exist, I need to go out into the world and conduct some form of empirical experiments. Likewise, if I want to prove that unicorns don't exist, I again have to go out into the real world and prove that they do not exist. In general, positive and negative claims can only be confirmed using empirical methods. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I know this is an argument that you guys would hear often, but I just wanted to quickly cover it, and it may even come up in our RH when we do, I don't know. But I just want to say that if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please do leave your ideas down below. I'm already beginning to run out of ideas for videos. So, you know, if you have any specific topics, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, don't know what else to say, other than thanks for watching. See you on the next one.